Hi, Courtney. This is Lindsay. Just going to go over your week 2 images and not what I expect. um, well, it sounds like you had like an insane week, like 4 sessions and trying to move. That is more than anyone, a photographer, can really take on. So I totally get why you were like, I don't even know what to do. You were already kind of stretched to your energy limit, to get anything like that done. But like just in answering, what you were saying, like how many styled sessions can I do a week, and who has constant inspiration or creativity? No one does. I mean, I think there are very, very, very few people who just constantly have ideas that flow from their mind. But it's, being creative and having inspiration, you can think of an idea, but then putting it into action or making it work with what you have it's a totally different story. I mean, that's really where the creativity comes in, is that you take what you've got and then stretch it and make it work to the ideas that you might have. As far as styling sessions, there's been a couple other people who have talked about like styling sessions and that maybe it's not their thing, and that wasn't necessarily the idea of this week. It's more about trying to teach yourself to be creative without having to rely on the things to which you're normally relying on. Like you said, you feel like you've got to like have a chair, or that it has to kind of fall back on that they need something to sit on, that, and that is fine. And that, that's, I mean, these shots are great, they're beautiful, and I love your editing. It's very, very stunning. And I love this one of them standing on this bin or tin bowl or whatever it is, and all the shots are really, really great. I just, when it comes to creativity and you're saying you want inspiration, you want to kind of change that typical thing that you're used to doing. Well, it kind of means that you've got to like step out of your comfort zone, because doing your typical means, okay, well, I'm not going to bring a chair. What can I, search your garage, search your house. What could I bring instead? And something that you might go, I don't even know how I could use that. Take it and try to make it work anyway. That's sort of the only way, at least in my opinion, and how it's worked for me, is the only way to really stretch my creativity, because I sort of make it that I have no choice. I take with what I've got and go, okay, how can I pull this together and make this into something that I want to photograph. And then it's constantly looking at other things and saying, how could I shoot that? I very, very long time ago when I did a workshop, there was a photographer that said, you must look at everything as a photograph. And it's not like I hadn't heard that before, but I made an effort to constantly see things as photographs, and now I do. I almost always look at something and think, how would I photograph that, or where would I sit to make that image work, or looking at lighting in every place I go. So that's just something to think about, as far as your questions. You're saying that, who has constant inspiration and creativity? No one does. I mean, I don't really know. I think that everybody gets to this point where they go, I don't know what to do, and I'm so tired of doing the same thing over and over again, and I certainly get that way. So it's just a matter of stretching yourself and doing things that aren't typical. And it does mean being uncomfortable. Like, it means not taking your chairs and your normal props that you would, and feeling like you have to have those things. Don't. The next time you go, don't take any chairs. Take nothing, and make use of whatever location you're going to, and just know that it's going to be harder for you, because you're going to have to make it work. So that's just my 2 cents on it, and creativity and pushing yourself to really get things that aren't typical, that you're that you said you're so tired of feeling of. So, but I do love these. These are really, really great, and this is a great location here too. And yeah. So I hope that helps, and that you can, you know, change things up and feel like you're stretching yourself a little bit. So looking forward to your next week, and hopefully it's not too busy this week for you. Take care, Cortney. Bye.